The former Bitboy crypto Ben Armstrong comes clean around FTX. What's going on with many of the other celebrities that endorse this platform, and why? Well, why is he being cleared of it? It's not all as clear-cut as you think. We're going to break it down for you in this video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency space, as well as all the latest and greatest in terms of the news. And leave a like on this video if you're bullish on crypto. Let's get into it. Here we go. So we do know FTX, King of Crypto's parents, or Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, are now being sued over missing millions of dollars. They took over $1 million in expected salary, $60 million in assets, as well as much more as part of this gigantic embezzlement of funds that was at the head of Sam Bankman-Fried. It says the parents of FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried are being sued for money they allegedly received impromptu from the crypto firm ahead of its collapse. Now, what does this mean? Ultimately, there is a huge clawback of funds. FTX wants to relaunch, whether you like it or not. John J. Ray II is absolutely determined to launch FTX version 2. So they are going after as much money as they can find. Anyone that was involved in this, anyone that basically was given, funds that were absolutely extortionate. We know that Taylor Swift was offered a huge deal. I think it was in the hundreds of millions of dollars to promote this, all of which was yours or other people's funds on the platform. So we do now know that US prosecutors have accused the former billionaire, once dubbed the King of Crypto, of illegally transferring millions from the exchange to plug losses at his trading firm and ultimately give his parents the life that they demanded. So it's going to be very, very interesting as this plays out. And we also know that Ben Armstrong, now he went quiet about 4 or 5 days ago with this tweet here. It says, had an emergency hearing today. We should know by Tuesday where this goes. I've been advised not to comment at all, so I'm going to be jumping off until then. By next week, we will know the direction. Appreciate everybody's patience. Either way, I'm not going anywhere. So a lot of people were speculative of kind of what was going to happen and ultimately what was going to kind of unfold. And what we have got, well, is this. It says, I can confirm, just as I told you all I would, I was dismissed from the FTX and Binance class action lawsuits. I've also been dismissed from the Binance class action lawsuit. And I'll be back to regular content tomorrow, 11:30 Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. Eastern. Now, this isn't as clear-cut as it might seem. A lot of people are debating this. Says, I never did anything wrong. It was obvious I would be dismissed. This is a good example of how my name gets dragged through the mud for absolutely no reason. With anything, it's always worthwhile going and understanding what is happening. And when it all boils down to it, well, it's this. FTX has gone on a settlement spree. What does this mean? Well, they've all agreed certain parts without it being dragged through court. And again, this is where I think that there has been, agreements for paying some of this money back to FTX. It does say here, it says, following FTX collapse, the firm's investors' commercial litigation against several celebrities seeking refunds for payments they received from SBF to tout the crypto platform. Prominent figures like former and current basketball player Shaquille O'Neal, Steph Curry, Naomi Osaka, and many, many more, including Tom Brady, all were given huge amounts of money to promote FTX. Namely Ben Armstrong. So we know that he was involved. We know that he did promote it. Those videos have been subsequently deleted. But what it says here, the legal counsel revealed they were in settlement discussions with more defendants who agreed to engage in mediation once they were dismissed from the lawsuit. So, hand in hand, we dismissed from the lawsuit and then we agree to settlements. And I think that's fundamentally where this comes, that we're seeing money go back to FTX, that many of these celebrities, including Ben Armstrong, have agreed to pay back some of the funds they had. Now, that's a big step for Ben Armstrong, given he's having to rebrand, given he's been moved away, but it's probably a point in which actually he puts all this behind him. It leaves that as Bitboy Crypto and moves on as Ben Armstrong. Very interesting. It does also go on to say here, the co-lead counsel are also in settlement discussions with additional FTX defendants who have advised that following a ruling by the court on the soon-to-be filed motions to dismiss, they will be in a better position to attend mediation, and dates have already been reserved with Judge Michael Hansman to mediate those claims in October and November. Due to the likelihood that these settlements will be reached, the counsel has asked the court to conduct one hearing in consideration of the proposal settlement. Now, again, very interesting given the move from the Bitboy Crypto hit network to remove Ben Armstrong, given all of this, and I guess how quiet we were going into this litigation, and equally what that comes on the back of it. So expect to see that happen. All as while we're waiting for that $100 million worth of asset sell-offs coming from FTX, which we could get very, very soon. So all in all, a very interesting day in the cryptocurrency market. It's a very interesting day for FTX. The parents being sued, money going back into it. As ever, we'll keep you up to date with what's going on, but expect FTX V2 to come very, very soon, as they're now probably approaching on $9 billion worth of assets got back for the platform. Great for investors, Not so great if you hold FTT token, though. That's not going to continue, but we'll see how this one plays out. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency market, though, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're aiming for 20k by Christmas, so I would really appreciate your support. Come and join the family. Smash a like on the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.